Namaskaram. Today I am going to present my dream of world in bringing peace to humanity and peace in the world. See, our ancient yogis have given us, after deep penance for several years, they have presented to us, to the mankind, to bring peace to the mankind, in bringing in various yogic practices through Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga and Raja Yoga. The Bhakti Yoga presentation is through these Vedic chantings, and this Jnana Yoga practice is through the various scriptures they have brought in, like Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, Yoga Sastras, Puranas, Itihas, Mahabharata, Ramayana, Shiva Purana, Vishnu Purana, so many books, so many things they have brought in to highlight the truth, to realize the God inside us. Not only in India, in several parts of the world, like great prophets, great messengers of God, great gurus like Jesus, Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad, Dhritarashtra, Rumi, so many people have written, brought the scriptures through the Holy Bible, Holy Quran, Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism, Judaism, Zoroastrianism, Sufism. Various religious scriptures all teach us the way for the mankind to lead a peaceful life. So this scriptural knowledge is very essential for man to realize himself, because these are all not a simple book. These are all brought in after deep penance for several years by these great gurus, great rishis, great yogis. Purely because having seen God in them, they want every human being, contemporarily or in future, everybody in this world, whoever takes birth in this world, they should see they should live peacefully, happily, contently. Man is not bound to suffer and die. He has to realize himself. Man is the ultimate stage of evolution. After this man, the human form, the next form is God. So one has to realize the God, and for this our ancient yogis have given us these various scriptures, these various yogic practices. So each and every person in this world, because we should not die like an insect, we should not die like an animal, we should not use our sixth sense only to gain knowledge, to earn money, to grab money, and focus only on making money to build big castles. No, that is not the. Ultimately, when we die, we can't take even a single thing with us. But what we can take with us is the spiritual knowledge that make us to emancipate ourselves to reach the God. That is the ultimate objective of human birth. Not earning crores of rupees and big castles, big empires. No, nothing will come with us. So we have to see that each and every moment of our life we make use for the benefit to gain spiritual knowledge for our spiritual emancipation. The next stage, see, each animal, they eat. It only shows God's creation from one stage of form to another stage, from first sense to fifth, second sense, third sense, fourth sense, fifth sense, sixth sense. Up to this, each merges in another form. Similarly, man has to merge in another form of God. And for merging in another form of God, man has to realize himself using the sixth sense of discriminative intelligence as to what is his ultimate objective of this birth. To realize this only, our ancient yogis have given this scriptures, yogic methods, bhakti yoga methods. This I am presenting every day in the form of Vishwashanti Yajna, Bhakti Yoga Vedic chantings, Jnana Yoga of presenting one verse from Bhagavad Gita and Upanishad in the morning, and one verse from each religious scriptures. One day Jainism, Buddhism, Zoroastrianism, Sikhism, then Quran, Bible, Sufism. Every day, the entire 7 days in the evening session, I am presenting one verse from each religious scriptures to highlight the truth that all religious scriptures aim for human peace and not for human destruction. And we all should live in harmony to bring in real peace to humanity and real peace in the world. Though I am presenting one verse from each religious scriptures, to gain real spiritual knowledge given in various scriptures in toto, I'll be presenting the e-book form of each scripture, like Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, each scripture in the entire toto. Because one verse every day you are reading, but to give the complete knowledge about each scripture, I will be presenting a series of crisp e-books on each religious scriptures, so that one can read in entirety during the leisure time and gain the real scriptural knowledge. Because man has got in the busy tension-filled world, man has no time to read the voluminous books of various scriptures in the world. Even to know about Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads of Hindu religious scriptures, this life is not sufficient for one to read. But it is essential for everyone to know the scriptural knowledge given by our ancient yogis, because that enlighten us. When you do Raja Yoga, this scriptural knowledge gives us enlightenment to emancipate ourselves further to reach Him. And with this objective, I am presenting these crisp e-books on various religious scriptures. And in this respect, I am presenting the first book on let us know about the message of truth told in Srimad Bhagavad Gita as the first step. And I will be presenting a series of books, 108 Upanishads, Bhagavad Yoga Sastras, 4 Vedas, Puranas, Itihas, and moral stories from Upanishads and various books for the kids and children to learn to gain spiritual knowledge. The 7 stages of Atma Siddhi Yoga from children to elder seniors, for them to emancipate in the Raja Yoga practices. And the scriptures from Bible, Quran, Buddhism, Jainism, all these things in a very crisp e-book format. I will be presenting each one book after another in a series in a phased manner for each and everyone to read in their leisure time and gain this knowledge. It is essential for us. The objective of presenting this is the entire humanity should lead a peaceful life in harmony with all the people, to remove the mental ignorance as to the religious intolerances, the religious caste, creed, everything should remove. One has to realize that I am Atma, everybody is Atma, and God is inside me and God is every human being. And let us all live as one single family. This entire world is one family. When I do meditation, I visualize people suffering in Ethiopia and various underdeveloped nations with starvation. Whereas developed nations, people are enjoying. But when we realize God, every human being throughout the world, if they realize God inside them, then they realize their duty, not only in realizing about themselves and see what they can do for the entire humanity to bring peace to entire humanity. So in my dream of world, in the first step, in the spiritual path, I am presenting these scriptures, Bhakti Yoga, Raja Yoga and Jnana Yoga presentation, which is being done every day. I am presenting the scriptures in toto each day as a small crisp e-book. I request everyone to please go through these e-books one after another that is being presented. About 180 series of books will be presented, 108 Upanishads and various Bible, Quran, Buddhism. All these things, there are so voluminous books which this life is not sufficient. However, everybody, since they should know all these things, I will be presenting in a crisp e-book format. Please go through it in a leisure time, gain spiritual knowledge, practice this Atma Siddhi Yoga at each stage of level to gain the Atma Jnana through the Raja Yoga practice. So that every human being should emancipate in this world. And that is my dream of peace to humanity and peace in the world. So let us all join together and bring real peace to humanity and peace in the world. Please go through these books one after another and realize yourself the real inner peace in you. Thank you.